Greetings, cocksuckers. Welcome to Mad Flavor's world. You got Joey Diaz with his sidekick, Skinny Finny, hissing at you, you cocksuckers. Let them know who the real fucking Mac Daddy is. Last week, I put it out there. I gave you a stand-up video last week. Everything got started. This week coming up, August 1st, is when we fucking launch. Official videos. Me hanging with the cats. Me going to yoga. Me going to Weight Watchers. Me doing my fucking thing, and I'm putting it all up, and you cocksuckers are gonna love it. You understand me? So I'm here. I'll see you guys August 1st with my main man, Skinny Finny. Joey Diaz here. Welcome to Mad Flavor's world. Subscribe now, cocksuckers. Don't make me tell you later. Don't say, no, you didn't tell me. Skinny Finny, say goodbye. That's right. Stay black.
Hi, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Syatt Reacts with me, your host, Syatt. And guess what I do here? Tell us, Lee. I react to things on the internet, on video, and guess what? Also audio. I have just started releasing these on my What Was I Thinking podcast feed. So anywhere you listen to podcasts, just type in What Was I Thinking or my name, Syatt, because it is Syatt Reacts, and you'll get to hear it and see it on YouTube. So thank you very much. I do these every Thursday. I've had Henry Rollins last week, Andrew Dice Clay. We're just reacting to videos from the church and around the internet, and I love doing these. So thank you so much for watching. This week is going to be a little bit different. It still is a Joey Diaz related clip, but I wanted to show the first ever video that I worked on with Joey. And it's funny. I moved to LA in January of 2011, and I was working on reality TV shows. And for those of you who don't know, reality TV shows, you take a break during the summer. They don't shoot. They go on hiatus. But the place I was working was very nice to me and kept me on because they knew that I was a broke, right out 22-year-old. So I was not doing much. I had found podcasts on my drive from Boston to LA, and I found the Joe Rogan podcast when I got to LA, and I heard of Joey Diaz, and I've always loved stand-up comedy, always. I never thought I would perform it, but I've always loved it and been a big fan. So the Rogan podcast was great for me. I loved it, and I had a ton of time on my hands, and I had always wanted to be involved. I was moved to LA to be an editor, so I wanted to get involved with stand-up comedy, and I wrote Joey a message, and I said, I want to work with comedians, but I don't want to come off as creepy. Do you have any ideas? And you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't even know if I wrote it as a message. I might have written it as a post on his Facebook wall. It's either a post or a message, but he replied back to me on a message and said, what are your ideas? And I first of all, I freaked out. And I wrote this whole message about how it was 2011, about how with the internet, comics can release specials now and do videos and podcasts and just the whole thing. And I basically shit all over myself. I was so excited. And we decided to meet. And we met outside of the old Haha Comedy Club in North Hollywood. It was on Lancashire, just a little bit further up than it is now. And for the first month or so, month and a half, we didn't even do anything. Sort of just got to know each other. We talked. Agostino Zoida, who I have known for years. Actually, literally the same day I met Joey, I met Agostino for the first time. He used to be a manager at the club. He's been a comic the whole time. Very funny. Host of the Homeschooled podcast. But we would just hang out, and I'd watch him do sets. And then the first thing that Joey ever had me do was he invited me to his house in the office you're about to see. And I don't even know if he had an iPhone yet. He wanted to upload a picture to Twitter on his laptop. And he asked me how to do it, and I showed him, and he said, you're an unadulterated genius, and I was hooked. I was hooked from that day on. But in July, it looked like it was July. I think it was July 29th of 2011. I have the video pulled up here. Now, it's not the first video. It's July 29th of 2011. He filmed a video himself, and I might have helped him do that. But this one, I'm almost positive I was even filming. I tried not to watch it because I wanted to watch it for the first time with you. So this was July 29th of 2011, and it's called Mad Flavor Kickoff, bitches, which is hysterical. Is it Mad Flavor or Mad Flavor? Yeah, Mad Flavor Kickoff. So, and even just we're going to play it in a second, but I'm going to play it all the way through, but even just from the first frame, the two things that I notice are, right behind Joey is the Outlaw of Josie Wales poster, which made it into the final office we had, which is great. And then also right over his right shoulder is the speaker system, and that was in the office as well. And that was a gift from Ralphie May. So it's just funny looking back at all these things. God, 2011. So it's almost been exactly 10 years. Wow, I should have timed it. It's almost, you know what? I feel like you guys can give me under 2 weeks what it'll be. Yeah, when this comes out, it'll be under 2 weeks to the day that happened. So it's pretty close. That's 10 years. Wow. That is wild. So we're going to watch this. It's a short clip. I'll watch it all the way through. We might watch it a couple times, but I just wanted to go all the way back to the very, very beginning of even this predates the church. This was like what? 13 months before the church even started. So it's fun to go and look way back at the beginning. So I'm going to play this clip and then I'll talk about it, and I hope you enjoy it.
Greetings, cocksuckers. Welcome to Matt Flavor's world. You got Joey Diaz with his sidekick, Skinny Finny, hissing at you cocksuckers. Let them know who the real fucking Mac Daddy is. Last week, I put it out there. I gave you a stand-up video last week. Everything got started. This week coming up, August 1st, is when we fucking launch. Official videos. Me hanging with the cat. Me going to yoga. Me going to Weight Watchers. Me doing my fucking thing, and I'm putting it all up, and you cocksuckers are gonna love it. You understand me? So I'm here. I'll see you guys August 1st with my main man, Skinny Finny. Joey Diaz here. Welcome to Matt Flavor's world. Subscribe now, cocksuckers. Don't make me tell you later. Don't say, no, you didn't tell me. Skinny Finny, say goodbye. That's right. Stay black.
Okay, so I have a lot of comments about that. So the first thing that Joey and I did after we got to know each other is he had filmed Gabriel Iglesias' Stand-Up Revolution for Comedy Central. And as a gift, Gabriel gave everyone who was on, it's called a bloggy. It's so old. Now on your phone, you have an amazing video camera that could shoot movies. Back then, they had cameras, but they weren't great, I don't think. I don't, to be honest, even remember. And so they had, you would have to buy, kids, believe it or not, used to have to buy a separate digital camera. My dad had the first, I don't know if it was the first, it was one of the first digital cameras ever. And we had a huge case that we'd carry it around in, and we had 100 floppy disks. You would put a floppy disk into it and take pictures. It was wild. But the bloggy, was like a little rectangle. It's not as wide as this was. It was kind of thin, but it looked like a gold brick, kind of. It was like a little rectangle. And it had a built-in USB, you just press a button, it would flip out. And he would film himself throughout the week, and then once a week he would give me the camera, and I would edit them together. So if you go to the Joey Diaz YouTube page, and we did 2 seasons of them. We did some. It was pretty funny. It was just Joey being Joey, but this one was obviously the launch of it. He's talking about the stand-up clip, and that one I just looked. It's crazy. It's a clip from the Ice House that he gave me of him talking about Jamba Juice, sort of. I'm not gonna do the joke for you. It's his joke, but that was the first clip I put up of him. But this is and you can hear me filming him. I might have even been with the bloggy, because I don't even think I had an iPhone yet. I don't think he did either. So, I think it's hysterical that I couldn't even really, when the church was happening, contain my laughter. But I had just known him for 2 months, so all the shit he's saying he's just funny to me. So I'm either the worst or best cameraman, who knows? But you could hear me laughing, and I was trying so hard to be professional, I was shaking with laughter. So you could see it looks I'm sorry if anyone got dizzy watching this, but you could hear me laughing. Could hear me like holding in the laughs, which I think is great. And then the other funny part about it, which I don't think it was from this clip, but Skinny Finny, if you listen to the church, was actually his wife's cat. And when they first started dating, he was a kitten, and he was their oldest cat. Unfortunately, he had passed away a year or two into me knowing Joey. I think at most a few years into me knowing Joey. But I used to love it. He'd pick him up and he would just like squeeze him a little bit, and he would meow for you. It was the best. But and look, Joey's really skinny in this clip. And it's just fun. It's not the funniest clip overall, but it's fun looking back. Like, this was the start. This was way before the church, way before the CD we did. It's Either You or the Priest, way before the documentary. And it's, God, I was 20. I had just turned 23 because it's July 29th of 2011. And I was brand new to LA, brand new. And Joey, like at this point, Joey had like 50,000 people on Twitter, which is not nothing, but now he has hundreds of thousands, and we did 800 episodes of the church. It's funny how, like, in life, you just go with the flow and things happen, but this is the start of it, guys. This is the office. This is the first office for the podcast. We did it at his house. And it then turned into his daughter's first bedroom. And it's like just seeing that Outlaw of Josie Wales right in the back, that went straight to the studio. Like I said, you guys saw that a million times. Oh no, you know what? You didn't see that. It's funny that he did it that way. You must have seen it in a pre-church Periscope, but that was off camera, but it was in the studio. That's crazy. God, you know what's weird is I miss Joey's cats because I'm allergic to cats. But they actually did it. I have to give, his wife was always very sweet to me, but I have to give her extra credit because I'm like not deathly allergic to cats, but I'm very allergic to cats. And like my best friend from high school had a very clean house, very nice family, but I could spend like a couple hours there and then I would be itchy and cry. It was not a good look. But they had a bunch of cats, and his wife, I don't know if they didn't have a Roomba. She was the Roomba, but like they would vacuum all the time, and I never got sick there. And Skinny Finny, Fidel, they had so many great cats. He still has a few of them, but it's really nice to see Fidel. No, I'm sorry, Skinny Finny, and it was just really funny. It's funny that that had a lot to do with the Mad Flavors World videos. It's just the cats, and it's just great to see where it all began. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Again, like I said, it's called Mad Flavor Kickoff Bitches. Go to the Joey Diaz YouTube channel. Watch all of the old videos we did, all of the church, his new podcast, The Joint, which thank you guys to that. I did 2 episodes with him on that, and the first episode just hit 100,000 views, which is great. The other one's at like 97, so let's get that up to 100. But it's just great to see, God, I was so young and full of hope and not so full of marijuana. It was a great time, but it was just, it makes me happy. Like thinking of like just Joey taking a chance on me. He didn't know me from anybody. I wrote to him on Facebook, and we took this and turned it into 9 years. So it was a great run, and it's great to look back on where it all started. So thank you very much for watching. Like I said, I do these every Thursday. Check out the What Was I Thinking podcast audio feed anywhere you listen to podcasts if you want to listen to these instead of watching them. And I only have last week's up audio-wise as of now, but I'm going to slowly upload the other ones, and all of them can be found on my Syatt YouTube channel, which you're on right now. Go click somewhere down here and check out all the other videos I do. So thank you guys very much, and I'll see you next week with another reaction video. Bye, guys.